So picture this, it's 2004, you're up bright and early getting ready for school, and you sit down to pour yourself a bowl of cereal. Well, if the box you reached for was Frosted Flakes, Rice Krispies, or Froot Loops, there's a chance it would have had one of these inside. A CD containing a digital assistant for your Windows computer. It's probably one of the more interesting pack-in toys for a box of cereal, and to be honest, I had never heard of these until a viewer sent me an email. But it sounded like something right up this channel's alley, so I made an eBay purchase, and well, here we are. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. So we're just gonna jump right into this. We've got the 2000s custom-built PC running a fresh install of Windows XP, and we're gonna begin with the Toucan Sam CD that you would have found in a box of Froot Loops. Now, all of these are packaged in the exact same way. They all contain a CD and a little info card with system requirements and all of that. So we're just going to open this up. And you know, now that I think about it, this thing has been sealed in this plastic wrap for 20 years now. But yeah, we're just going to take the disc and pop it in and we'll get this installed and see what it's all about. And after a quick install, you see we've got a new shortcut on the desktop, and we're just going to launch the program right here from the setup wizard. And what it's going to do is come up with Toucan Sam. He's going to start talking to us, so you would have to make sure you have your speakers and audio drivers and everything set up properly. And you also need to have a microphone connected so you can actually talk to the program and tell it what to do. And since this is the first one we're taking a look at, I am going to just record the entire setup process so you can see how that would have worked. And then for the other two, since the setup process is basically exactly the same with the exception of the character you're going to be talking to, I'll just kind of speed through that a little bit and cut most of it out. So let's get started. So it'll first come up with the Microsoft Speech Recognition Training Wizard, so it can just get a few samples of your voice so that it can get used to recognizing when you're talking to it. So we're going to choose our gender and our age here, and we're going to click next, and it'll ask us to make sure our microphone is connected, which it is. And we just have to read this out here, which will be hilarious, I'm sure. Hey, Toucan Sam, wake up, fly far, eat that, smell now, jump high, wake up, left, right, play the Toucan Sam adventure game, and help Toucan Sam find the Froot Loops. Okay, so that's the entire training process. So we click on finish, and now Toucan Sam should come up, and that'll actually launch the program itself. So here he is, and he just explains like what the program is and what you can do with it.
Toucan Sam voice-activated software. Once we do, you'll be able to tell me without a single mouse click what you want to do on your PC, and I'll do it. For example, I can respond to up to 100 of your commands, like open a program, access the internet, or get email. And you won't even have to click your mouse. You'll also be able to play a fun voice-activated game. If you'd like to set up your Talking Toucan Sam software now, just say yes. If not, say no.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have that speak now come up whenever it's expecting a response from you.
First, I need you to say, "Hey, Toucan Sam." That will be what you say whenever you need my help. So please say, "Hey, Toucan Sam."
Hey, Toucan Sam.
Splendid. Next, select the program you want me to open.
So yeah, this is how this program works. All you do is select an executable that you want to open with, and then it'll ask you to say a voice command to associate with it. So we're just going to grab Internet Explorer here. Why not? So we'll grab iExplore.exe.
Okay, now say the keywords you want me to recognize to open that program. It can be a short phrase like surf the web. Here's a tip. You may want to write down a list of your keywords so you'll remember them.
Surf the web.
Say the keywords one more time the same way.
Surf the web.
Wonderful. Now let's test it and make sure it works. Say the keywords you just taught me. If the program opens correctly, close it and hit continue. If it doesn't open, then we'll try to set it up again.
Surf the web.
Did the program open correctly? Just say yes.
Looks like it did
no.
not. No.
Splendid. Next, select
Okay.
the program you want me to open.
No, splendid. Like, okay, it's just going back and starting like from that point after you say "Hey, Toucan Sam," but that's still very funny. All right, let me just try to open up Internet Explorer, and yeah, it's opening up just fine. So I wonder what's going on here. That's exciting, isn't it? Okay, let's just go into my computer again. And I don't know, let's maybe try something else. We got Movie Maker. Yeah, let's just select Movie Maker.
Okay, Now say the keywords you want me to recognize to open that program. It can be a short phrase like surf the web. Here's a tip. You may want to write down a list of your keywords so you'll remember them.
Make a movie.
Say the keywords one more time the same way.
Make a movie.
Wonderful. Now let's test it and make sure it works.
Make a movie. There we go. So here's Windows Movie Maker coming up and letting us know about our resolution, which is fine for now. So yeah, there we go. We'll have to come back to Internet Explorer later. So we just click on continue here.
Did the program open correctly?
And it'll ask us
Just say
yes or no.
Or no.
Yes.
Brilliant. Setup was a resounding success. Do you want to teach me another one? Just say yes or no.
No. We will come back to that
it.
in a minute.
We're done. Our setup's complete and you're all ready to go. When you're ready to use voice commands, just double-click on the Toucan Sam icon on your computer screen. I'll see you soon.
Now that's the other interesting thing. It tells you when you're ready to use it, just double-click on the icon. But you can also just say, "Hey Toucan Sam," and he comes up, which is how you're, really supposed to use it. I find it interesting how they just say, like, oh, just double-click on the icon. It's like, I think you're going to want to just say, "Hey Toucan Sam." So let's just open him up again. And you saw there was this menu that came up because there's more than just the voice recognition stuff on here. There's also a game, there's some extra stuff, there's also like some hidden Easter eggs in terms of what voice commands you can say. So we're just going to, first of all, go into settings here. And this is where you can go back into the voice command setup if you want to add additional commands to open more programs. So it'll tell you, you see we actually have iExplore in here right now. So we can just delete that. And you can even play back the voice command that you said in case you forgot what it was.
Make a movie.
So there's that with a lot of peeking, because I did have the microphone pretty close to my face when I was doing that. So yeah, but you can create new commands by clicking up here. So if you want to add more, you don't have to like go through that initial thing and have them just explain the whole program again. So you just click here.
Splendid. Next, select the program you want me to open.
And we're going to try Internet Explorer again because I'm determined to get this working. So we'll go into Program Files, Internet Explorer, iExplorer, and maybe we'll try a different voice command.
You want me to recognize to open that
just for the heck of it. Open Internet Explorer.
Say the keywords one more time the same way.
Open Internet Explorer.
Say the keywords you just taught me. If the program
so here's the moment of truth. Let's see if it works.
Close it and hit continue. If it doesn't open, then we'll try to set it up again.
Open Internet Explorer.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm having
that's
trouble
lovely.
understanding you. Please repeat your command.
Open Internet Explorer. I saw the hourglass. So let's Alt-Tab. Yep, there it is. Look at that. All right, so we got that working. So we can click on Continue.
Did the program open correctly? Just say yes or no.
Yes. So yeah, that is the main functionality of this program, getting it to open up different applications. And honestly, it's pretty nice that you can have the voice command be whatever you want. You don't have to have it be the name of the application. So, I mean, you could make Internet Explorer open up Firefox if you really wanted to confuse the heck out of people. And then you also have a few other settings down here for the voice match setting. You know, if you wanted to adjust that, you've got a slider over here. All the menus on each of these are themed around the serial that, it's supposed to go with. So, you got like a Froot Loop as the actual slider there, which is kind of a nice touch. Also, you have manage users. So, if this was like a family computer and you had multiple people using it, you could set up multiple profiles and then train all of those people with the software. So that way it'll recognize that person's voice. You'd have to come in here and switch the active user though, every time somebody else was using it. So yeah, you can go back to settings. You also have mic and speaker set up, pretty self-explanatory. And then going back to the main menu, this is where you've got, well, first of all, you can call Toucan Sam, which interestingly enough, doesn't automatically bring him up. You click this and then you have to say, "Hey, Toucan Sam," for him to actually come up. So here he is, and then he'll just ask you, like, what do you want to do? And you would say a voice command. We're just going to click exit to get out of that for now. And then you got 3 other options in here, and these are all just kind of extra bonus stuff. So first off, you've got a game, the Froot Loops Serial Adventure, which does utilize the microphone. So, it's pretty appropriate here. So we'll just say how to play. And so let's see, our goal is to help Toucan Sam get to the top of the mountain and reach a new box of Froot Loop cereal while scoring as many points as you can. As he travels throughout the adventure, Toucan Sam Sam will need you to tell him what to do. Whenever he needs your help, he'll stop waiting for you to tell him how to continue. And all these commands down here might look familiar to you because these are the things that it had us recite back to it when we were doing the initial setup before the program even launched, just doing the voice training. We're just going to click on play, and it does thankfully keep the voice commands up on the screen so you don't forget what they are. So here he is. Wake up. Now, I would imagine that during the game, it's not going to tell you, like, say jump high, say fly far. Like, you're going to have to just figure that out yourself. So, I am vaguely remembering, you know, all the advertisements for Froot Loops, and this does seem very familiar. So, I would imagine these are based around the TV advertisements from back then. So yeah, here we have to tell them what to do, but it's not going to tell us what that is. So let's say right. I don't know why left and right are grayed out down here. Oh, can you just click on them?
Eat a rubber plant? No, I think
okay, so you can click on them. That's nice. But it looks like these are blurred out, like you're not really supposed to say them right now. So smell now?
I smell trouble. How am I going to get around this?
Fly far. There we go. So it's a bit of a process of elimination, I guess, and figuring out what to do in certain scenarios. Because I was kind of like, can you jump over it or fly? Like this one here, probably going to have to jump high, or we have to wait for it to come up. Oh, wait, maybe not. Fly far. There we go. That makes sense. You'd rather fly over the Venus flytrap than try to jump into it. Okay, this is where you say left or right. So, right.
Right. Oh my, wrong door.
Okay. I guess it's the left one then. Left.
Left.
There we go.
Wonderful. I love the taste of lemons. On to the next level.
Oh, there's that dude again. Oh no, he stole our color, and now we're just black and white. Okay, so Toucan Sam doesn't seem too upset about it though. He's still just chilling there, walking around. But yeah, I mean, it's like a whole game in here. I don't know how many levels there are, but I mean, it's rather cool that they just included this in here. So yeah, that's basically the point of this game. We're just gonna click exit to get out of it. So you just have to say voice commands, have him navigate through the levels. Now there is another game on here, but it's actually just a shortcut to the Froot Loops website to play the game just in your browser. And it was like a flash game. So yeah, that's nothing exclusive to this disc. And under fun extras, you've got a wallpaper, a screensaver, and secret commands. So wallpaper just opens up this file in Internet Explorer here. And we can just, you know, save this to our pictures, and then we could apply that as our wallpaper if we want to. And then you've got a screensaver as well. We'll just run this setup executable. And I've actually not taken a look at the screensaver, so we'll see. I mean, well, there it is. So we'll just install that. And we'll open the screensaver control panel, and there it is. Let's see if we got any settings. Okay, it's got sound and open internet connection to winscreensavers.com homepage made with screen time, copyright screen time media 2003. So yeah, there you go. We'll just preview that. And of course, Kellogg's has to put their copyright info there at the bottom, like a true brand should. And honestly, looking at this, like at the top there, you've got all those like leaves and stuff that just kind of stay there. I mean, you do have like him flying in front of them every so often, so it does get some motion, but yeah, there could definitely be more, that's for sure. But yeah, so there's the Froot Loop screensaver. And the secret commands, we actually don't have Adobe Reader installed, so I'm going to just grab an install executable. Actually, I think I might have one. Alright, we got Adobe Reader installed, and here is that PDF. So you've got a few voice commands here. When he's active on your desktop, watch what happens when you try out these voice commands. First, we have to close this window and minimize the program. Close this window and minimize the program. Okay, you can do like one of those things. And I'm actually curious, can you not talk to him while another program is like the active window? Like, do you have to be on the desktop? Let's try. Hey, Toucan Sam.
You called? It's good to see you.
Okay, he only... That's interesting. So he doesn't go over... Let's just get out of this. We'll just say exit. So he doesn't go over other applications. He only goes on the desktop. So if you have, like, you know, if you're in Word or something, you can't, I mean, you can talk to him, but you just can't see what he's doing, and you can't see when you're supposed to speak. So I wonder if these are voice commands you can just say on the desktop, or if you have to say, hey, Toucan Sam first. I think we have to actually start up the program again, because we did exit out of him there. So let's just have this up, minimize it, and let's say, fly, Toucan Sam. Yeah, okay, so those are just meant to be said while you're on the desktop. So that's nice.
Wherever it goes.
So we actually saw that in the game we played earlier a little bit. So we'll just go through all of these. Come out, Toucan Sam. So there he is. Just wanders across the desktop. It's actually pretty fitting that we have Bliss as the wallpaper, because that, yeah, it works out just fine, doesn't it? Next up is Speak, Toucan Sam.
I love lemons.
Okay, I think that's just a clip from the game too. Speak, Toucan Sam.
I love the taste of cherries.
So he is just saying, like, lines from the game. That is very funny. At least it's not the same thing. I love lemons over and over again. So what is, smell, Toucan Sam? Okay, that's another, like, animation from the game.
The delicious smell of Froot Loops cereal.
I imagine all of these are just going to be the same things. We got hop and eat. So, hop, Toucan Sam. Hop, Toucan Sam. Yeah, so this application is not foolproof. You know, it definitely doesn't work all the time, which is unfortunate. Now, of course, this could be my voice, it could be the microphone, you know, it could be a multitude of things. Hop, Toucan Sam. There we go. So he comes up and hops around. And the last one is eat. Eat, Toucan Sam. There he is. So now he's eating,
Froot Loops taste delicious.
So, yeah, it's always going to remind you about how great Froot Loops are, in case you forgot that, you know, this came from a box of Froot Loops. So, yeah, that is Talking Toucan Sam. We're going to set that one aside and move on to the Tony the Tiger one. Now, like I said, for these other ones, I'm not going to spend as much time talking about the software, because the core functionality between them is exactly the same. This one's having a little bit of trouble here opening up. So, you know, you're able to say, you know, voice commands to open up executables. It's just that the character is different, but it does, you know, contain different games and, you know, a little bit of a different user interface in the menu. So we will explore that as well. And then what I'm going to do when we get all of these installed is try to have one of them, you know, we say a voice command to open up one of the other ones. Because I feel like, you know, that would be really stupid, and we have to do something dumb in these videos. It's kind of like a requirement. So, yeah, here's Talking Tony.
Hello, it's me, your friend, Tony the Tiger.
So yeah, they got different voice actors and everything for the characters, and like I said, the setup process here is identical. It's going to have us choose an executable, say a voice command to associate with it, and then we can do that as many times as we want, or just close out of it and get to the menu. So I'm going to skip to when we're at the menu. Alright, so here's the main menu. You can see a little bit of a different design and everything, but the core functionality is still here. You can call Tony to have him come up on your desktop. You can go to settings and go to voice command setup and do all of that right from here again. And the first thing we're going to do is actually jump into the game. So the Talking Tales with Tony interactive game. So you've got skateboarding, basketball, and soccer. We'll go with skateboarding here.
Hello, know how this works? First, I'll ask you a few questions, and I'll write down your answers. Then, I'll come up with a skateboarding story just for you, based on what you tell me. First, give me the name of your favorite musician.
That is a good question. Oh, he just... I guess he wrote that down, okay.
Guess the distance between New York and California.
The distance between New York and Cal... See, this is what's difficult, is like... You don't have much time to respond, do you?
Name the highest mountain.
For this next one, I'm just not going to say anything. Yeah, and after a while, he just times out and just, I guess,
Now,
has something else or picks up something from that.
1,000.
I didn't even hear what he said. I was...
Okay, are you ready for the
So
story?
what exactly is he
Just
going to
say
do
yes
here?
or no?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding what you want me to do. Please tell me again.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tony the Tiger. That was an awesome trick you just did. What do you call it? Well, it looks pretty hard to do. Who taught you how to do it?
Oh, it just plays your recording back. That's so funny. Okay.
Wow, that's amazing! Let me see if I can do that.
And
one
you can't
myself.
really hear me so well because I was a little bit away from the microphone. So yeah, all it is just okay. I mean, I guess that's kind of fun. But so he just creates a story, quote unquote, based on just the answers that you give him, and it just plays your audio files back to you. So I would imagine all these are going to be the same. Like, yeah, he's going to come over and ask you a bunch of questions again. It'll just be basketball this time.
Hello! Know how this works?
So a basketball story and then soccer, I'm sure, yeah, it's going to be the exact same thing. Okay, so that, I mean, not as exciting, honestly, as the game on the Toucan Sam one, but I mean, hey, it's not terrible. I wish I didn't want to close out of that. Now, you've got tips from the pros, which is just going to bring you to the website. This calendar thing is an additional functionality. It just says sporty reminders. I think what this would do is, like, add, you know, reminders for various sports games and stuff to your calendar. But it doesn't work because I'm sure whatever service it used to pull all that from is just gone. I mean, we are connected to the internet here, so I mean, it's not like that's a problem. But, you know, it just says setting up calendar for sporty reminders whenever you click on it, so it's not able to do anything. And then under fun extras, we've got a wallpaper, a screensaver, and those secret commands again. So we'll open up the wallpaper, and, you know, here it is. We'll just save that again to our computer. Why not? We'll put that in my pictures. We'll got our screensaver. Let's see if this is made by that same company that made the other one. It looks very similar, so I'm going to say probably. We'll open up the screensaver control panel. And, yeah, screen time media. So, yeah, this is exactly the same company. And it's very, very similar in terms of, you know, it's just a bunch of different... oh, well, we actually have a little bit more motion this time. So the entire background changes, which is good. So you got your screensaver. And what are the secret commands for Tony? Let's see. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, play soccer, go skateboarding, and basketball. Why is basketball just basketball and not like play basketball or play ball or something? It's just basketball. That is, okay, that's rather interesting. But let's try just saying... Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Alright, maybe he's not going to do anything. Let's try play soccer. There he is. Oh my gosh, that's kind of glitched out, isn't it? Basketball. So there he is. I think this is the same animation from that quote-unquote game that we were just in. Seems to be lasting a while up here, though. Is it like caught in a... Okay, there, he finally went away. And what was the other one? Go skateboarding. Oh, it's kind of glitching out again. That's interesting. Okay, and then our last one is Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
They're great!
What is it? It's just... Why is it glitching out there? I've not seen that happen before. Yeah, so that is the Talking Tony one. And now we'll take a look at the Rice Krispies one. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Now, this one is a little bit more obnoxious than the other ones because you've got 3 characters that come up on screen at the same time. Alright, so with that set up, here we are in the Snap, Crackle, Pop menu. And there is an actual game on here. There's actually 2 games. I believe this one is... Yeah, so this is not just a link to the website. So, this is the repeat game. I guess we'll just start out with this one. So let's see how to play.
I'm Snap. I'm Crackle.
And I'm Pop.
Want to know how to play?
Yeah.
I was asking them.
Oops, sorry.
All you have to do is repeat after me.
And me.
And me. Say our names in the right order, loud and clear.
Okay, so it's just like a...
Let's play.
First,
Yeah, let's play. Ready, set, listen.
Crackle.
Crackle.
Nice job.
That's literally all it is. And you have to click on continue.
Snap. Crackle.
Snap. Crackle.
Nice job.
You can just click down there at the bottom, too. So, yeah, it's like a repeat game. I mean, I'm sure it'll do all 3 of them now.
Crackle. Pop.
So, yeah, that's that one. Then you have the gotcha game.
welcome to the Snap, Crackle, Pop Gotcha game.
So let's see how to play
I'm
this
Snap.
one.
I'm Crackle.
I'm Pop.
This is already interesting, because in the Toucan Sam one, it just told you with text, like, how you're supposed to play the game. They're actually explaining it to you here.
One at a time, each of us will pop up from behind this bowl of Rice Krispies cereal. You have to see which one of us it is and call out our name.
You need to say the right name loud and clear.
So this is very similar to the other one. It's just, you're going to see them come up on screen. Snap. Snap. Pop. It would be a lot more difficult if they didn't have hats that just said their name. So, crackle. Snap. Crackle. So, and there's multiple levels in here too. So, yeah, both pretty basic games. I think that the one on the Froot Loops disc is the most, like, interactive, I would say, out of all these. I mean, all of them involve just repeating phrases, but that one actually had, like, you were moving through a level. It just felt a lot more interactive than these other ones. But yeah, those are the two games on here. And you've also got those fun extras. You also have a jingle in here, in addition to the wallpaper screensaver and the secret command. So we'll do the wallpaper, and we'll just grab this, and we'll just save that to our pictures. Why not? Let's see if the screensaver is the same style, which, yeah, it looks kind of like it is. So, okay, we'll install that. And, yep, we'll open the screensaver control panel. And let's see, yep, it's that same screen time media. So we'll hit preview. And there it is. They're really big on the snap, crackle, pop, which, yes, is the slogan for Rice Krispie treats. So I keep saying Rice Krispie treats, Rice Krispies, just the cereal. So yeah, there's your screensaver. Let's see what the jingle is. Okay, I got to go through media player setup here.
Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies.
But yeah, so you have a jingle. You could, I don't know, make that your, like, log off sound if you wanted to or something. And then the secret commands. So we have what's it saying to you, who are you, and what do you like to eat. Gee, I wonder what they're going to like to eat. Who are you?
I'm Snap.
I'm Crackle.
I'm Pop.
What's it saying to you?
Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies.
What do you like to eat?
Rice Krispies.
There you go. So if you had any doubts. But yeah, those are the three Kellogg's voice assistant programs from 2004. One last thing I want to do, though, is try to get one of these to open up another voice assistant. So let's go into the settings here. We'll go into voice command setup, and let's create a new command.
Program you want us to Rice Krispies.
Okay. I did not mean to do that. And we're going to select Talking Tony. Why not?
Okay. Now say the keywords you want us to recognize to open that program.
Talking Tony.
Say the keywords you just taught us. If the program opens correctly,
all right,
close it
let's see
and
if
hit
this
continue.
works.
If it doesn't open, then we'll try to set it up again.
Talking Tony. Did it open?
Hi, I'm Snap.
I'm Crackle.
And I'm Pop.
We put the Snap,
Crackle, pop.
Well, that's interesting. It just opened itself again. Oh, look at that. It is running, but I think that all of these use this same container program. So that's probably why that it opened up with the Snap, Crackle, Pop one. But let's just try to, we'll just end this, and we'll end this other one. And let's maybe go into Tony the Tiger here and try to open up Talking Toucan Sam just to change things up a little bit. Yeah, it did open it up, and we have another program running here. That's interesting. One of these is misspelled. Content container, connet container. But yeah, so Toucan Sam. Oh, and here's. Did that just come up automatically, or did that actually pick me up saying the basketball? You know, whatever the one is for him to come up and do basketball. Okay, well, that time it probably was. But yeah, you can see that, like, this container program, you see it's got the same icon for Tony Basketball. So all of these animations are actually contained within this executable. I imagine this is just for the menu and for the, you know, actually listening for what you're saying. So, but yeah, the Toucan Sam one opened up. I wonder if we can just say, hey, Toucan Sam. Maybe not. I don't see the icon down here in the system tray. Hey, Toucan Sam.
You called. Glad to see you. How can I
Whoa.
help?
Okay, so that is okay. I know what's going on here. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. These programs are monitoring for what your voice commands are, and then if you say a voice command, it'll open up, you know, one of these content container programs that actually bring up the character on screen. But I guess because I had Tony the Tiger, the Tony the Tiger one running first. Then when it opened up the Toucan Sam one and I said the Toucan Sam command, it just brought up Tony the Tiger instead. That's actually really funny. But yeah, you know, the thing is, obviously you would never have two of these programs or all three of these running at the same time. That would just make no sense. You would probably only have one of them installed on your system, but maybe you wanted to collect all three or something. I mean, there's really nothing stopping you from installing all of them on the same system if you really wanted to. But honestly, I have to say that I'm kind of impressed with this software. I know that sounds kind of weird to say for what is essentially a marketing gimmick in a box of cereal, or, well, multiple boxes of cereal. But this feels like it's more than just a fun and games program for kids to mess around with. I mean, these actually have a bit of utility to them, right? Like opening programs with your voice. I mean, that would be a great way for a kid to learn how to use a computer. You know, maybe they weren't really comfortable using the mouse yet, or they had trouble doing that. You know, you could just, as the parent, go through and, you know, set up the programs you want them to be able to access. And then, you know, assuming you actually go through the voice training process with them, you could just have them be able to open up programs just with their voice. I mean, that's pretty cool. Even somebody who was just learning how to use a computer that wasn't necessarily a kid could probably find this pretty useful as well. And I'm sure there were plenty of, you know, programs that would do this exact same thing. But I mean, hey, this was free, and you can't beat free, right? So yeah, there you have it. Those are the three Kellogg's voice assistant program things from 2004. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, get subscribed, maybe consider becoming a patron or a channel member to get early access to these videos before anybody else. But either way, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.